In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 17, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Kansas City Royals. The Seattle Mariners and Kansas City Royals wrap up the 4th and final game of their series in Kansas City on Thursday afternoon. The Mariners are still battling for a wildcard spot in the American League, while the Royals are out of the running but have been playing better baseball as of late. Braggins has been a pleasant surprise for the Royals since coming over from the Rangers and being put into the starting rotation. That said, the Mariners' Kirby has been excellent in his last 5 starts with an earned run average under 2 and an elevated strikeout rate. Kirby is also second in the American League in quality starts, almost assuring the Mariners of getting deep into this game before turning to the team's bullpen. The Royals are hitting the ball very well in recent weeks, including 17 home runs in the past 10 games, but Kirby has done a great job this season of limiting base runners and has done particularly well lately to keep balls out of play with a high strikeout rate. Kirby will play the role of stopper in this game, and I'm going to lean toward the hotter team with the hotter pitcher. Seattle has gone 6-2 in their series since the All-Star break. After splitting the first 2 games of this series, they'll be hunting to take the rest. Kirby has just been too good in the second half and was simply devoid of run support in this last outing. The team is 6-2 in his last 8 starts, and all but one of those was by at least 3 runs. Also, Seattle's last 4 wins and 12 of their last 14 wins have been by at least 2 runs. Seattle has hit the money line in 26 of their last 29 games, so the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. In their first 2 meetings, these two combined to average 15.5 total runs per game. The Royals' offense has averaged 7.8 runs per game over their last 4. Seattle scored 6.3 per game in their last 3 and have put up at least 6 runs in 9 of their last 19 games. Kirby could be an issue when it comes to Kansas City putting up many runs, but this total is low enough that Seattle should be able to carry much of the bulk of the load. The over is 6-3-1 in the last 10 meetings and 4-0 over their last 4. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Washington Nationals. It's the conclusion of an interleague series on the diamond in the nation's capital as a pair of teams on the wrong side of the playoff cut line meet in a matinee tilt. The Boston Red Sox are on the road as they finish up a 3-game series with the Washington Nationals Thursday afternoon. The Red Sox should be favored as they're the better team and fighting for a potential playoff spot. However, Chris Sale isn't the Chris Sale of old. He has a 5.34 earned run average on the road, and he's pitched just 8.1 innings since June. Patrick Corbin hasn't been terrible lately, and that includes 3 earned runs in his last 11.1 innings. Also, the Nationals are comfortably the most profitable team in MLB over the last 30 days. You're making money with the Nats lately. This is a great spot for the Nationals. Corbin looked good in his last start, and the Phillies' bats have had some issues heading into this game. The Red Sox are going to score only 2 or 3 runs total, and that isn't going to be enough for them to get the job done. Big plus money here with a quick turnaround. Give me the home dog. So the Washington Nationals money line is our full game side pick. Boston has seen the under post a 59-58-2 record in their 119 games entering Wednesday's action. The Red Sox are 8th in runs per game as they average 4.84 runs per contest this season, and that drops down to 4.30 runs per game away from Fenway Park. Boston has an average total of 9.43 runs per game on the year, and that falls to 8.57 runs per game on the road this season. Washington went into Wednesday's play having seen the under post a 60-55-5 mark this season. The Nationals are 19th in the majors as they average 4.34 runs per game. That number plummets to 4.13 runs per game at home. Washington has seen an average total of 9.43 runs per game, though that falls to 9.2 runs per game at home. Boston has gone under the run total in 6 straight games. They have hit only .225 with a .382 slugging percentage in their previous 5 games on the road. The Red Sox pitching staff is ranked 12th in league in team earned run average away from their home stadium. Stadium. The Nationals rank toward the bottom of the league in average runs scored per game at home with 4.34 and are also ranked in the bottom half of the league in home slugging percentage, so the odds they score quickly in bunches against Boston's staff are low. Boston scores almost a full run less per game on average on the road than at home in 2023. The Nationals pitching staff has produced a 3.6 earned run average and 1.02 WHIP in their last 5 games at home. Washington has gone under the run total in 2 of their last 3 games. We saw 9 runs in the opener, and if Sale is as sharp as we saw against Detroit, this game likely caps out there, falling short of the number. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Washington on Thursday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Cleveland Guardians. The Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians meet in Game 1 of their American League Central Division set in MLB action from Progressive Field on Thursday. 2 teams that could really use a win in the division race. Who draws first blood? Tarek Skubal is expected to take the mound for Detroit, and Cleveland has been terrible this season against left-handed pitchers. The Guardians rank bottom 5 in the league versus southpaws in batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Detroit has fared well against Curry and limited at-bats. In 19 plate appearances versus Curry, Detroit has a .368 batting average and a .367 expected batting average. Cleveland sports lackluster season splits versus left-handed pitchers and didn't fare well against Skubal last season. The Tiger starter has only surrendered 1 long ball in 32.1 innings this season and has held 4 of his 7 opponents to 0 runs. The Guardians, who are hitting .223, .285, .333, and .617 this month, look like the next casualty. Detroit was down 4-0 early on Wednesday but stormed back with 7 runs. It led 7-4 at the time this article was published. I expect that performance to carry over into Thursday's game, giving Skubal the run insurance necessary to hold Cleveland in check. Bet on the Tigers, who are 21-14 straight up against American League Central opponents, to win Game 1 of the 4-game series. So the Detroit Tigers money line is our full game side pick. The Tigers have been terrible on offense this season. They are bottom 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Tarek Skubal is expected to take the mound for Detroit, and Cleveland has been terrible this season against left-handed pitchers. The Guardians rank bottom 5 in the league versus southpaws in batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Tarek Skubal has struggled on the road this season, but the Guardians have been one of the worst teams in baseball this season against left-handed pitching. On the other side, Curry is a solid pitcher in the Guardian system, and the Tigers have not been a team worth backing for much of anything against right-handed pitching in their own right. I believe that this ends up as a lower scoring game, as a lot of the games between these 2 teams have been this season. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.